Hey y'all, this is Sam from the Roots of Change Agency, and I'm thinking about the UnitedHealthcare CEO murder. I don't know how you can't be. It happened 6 days ago, and they now have someone in custody. And what I want to talk about is like the social and the cultural aspect to it, because it is fascinating to watch people react to this, watching the internet react, our media, the CEOs and other billionaires, and then of course our friendly trillionaire Elon Musk. The economic systems that these billionaires and trillionaires have created by exploiting most of the people in this world to get and grow profit for themselves. And you're seeing what happens when a society is pushed to this brink. I was hearing now that the wealth inequality is now greater than it ever has been on record. So we are now like past the 20s, Great Depression, Dust Bowl. This is all real stuff that people have been feeling for years, for decades now. We know that Reagan administration and a lot of the Federalist Society, the Supreme Court takeover, all of this stuff started happening in the 70s. They started enacting America First policies, and now that's why we are here today. And so I think it's something that we really need to look at as a society, because when you trap people into a place where they literally do not have agency to make decisions and they feel like the only resort is to murder, like we are in a problem. And that's what we're doing, is we have these systems, political institutions, our economic corporations, the Supreme Court, all of these institutions are propping up wealth inequality and unearned wealth inequality. And people get that, and people are pissed off, and they feel like they don't have any power to change that. And so when that happens, people get desperate, and we see that through violence. We also see that our world is incentivizing violence. We have always incentivized violence, but now we are doing it even more overtly with excusing Israel's genocide and allowing UnitedHealthcare CEO to murder so many Americans just through their AI systems and their healthcare policies. Like, that is real murder, and that is real violence too. And then the other piece I want to touch on is like, these are real moments for us to grab and take hold of to cultivate real change. There's so much cognitive dissonance happening. There's so much misinformation, disinformation. We are being fed stories and lies all the time. And so we as a movement need to do the work to break through in those lies. And the way we do that is by like slowly tapping. It's like you just put a nail up to glass, and if you tap on that glass, eventually the cracks, they start spreading, and then eventually the entire glass bursts. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get those little cracks in there, and this is an opportunity to show people those cracks, to visualize and make those cracks known, to shine a light on the cracks. And the way we do that is through messaging, talking to people, asking questions, getting curious about people's views. We are seeing that a lot of people understand things. We understand that our society is not working and functioning the way it is. A lot of people don't understand exactly why, and they're being fed other stories to explain why. So it's our job to kind of redirect and say, yeah, they're telling you it's the immigrants, but actually let's go over here and look at the corporations and the billionaires that are allowing this wealth inequality to happen. So just keep that in mind as we move through the next few months. There's going to be a lot of moments for us to tap on the glass and really highlight the cognitive dissonance that the right is trying to perpetrate. And the more we can highlight that, shine a light on the ridiculousness of their lies, and the more we can really show people the light and the true stories, the more we can move forward and build a mass movement of solidarity. And we can actually be fighting the people we're supposed to be fighting, which are the billionaires and the oil companies and all of these people that are making the entire planet worse. So let's rally around and start pushing those people, because we've got enough people villainizing immigrants, and frankly, that's not really working for people. So let's help people find another way, a more empathetic way, and a way for us to really build movements instead of vilify.